Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video, another one in the series in which I'm taking a closer look at a specific year in music, and we have entered the 90s and the specific year 1992. I'm going to be talking about 5 best albums from 1992, and the early 90s are a very interesting moment in time because a lot of fresh new music and genres they are coming out, but also a lot of artists which did not have their decade in the 80s did make a comeback, and some of them even made, how can I say, some of their best work. And that's what I'm going to kick this list off with. On number 5 spot, Neil Young, Harvest Moon. This is a masterpiece of an album. Neil Young revisits the themes of his original Harvest album, but to just talk about this album as a sequel to perhaps his best album, I'm not sure. I'll do a video about that, a top 5 of Neil Young albums. But to call it just a sequel wouldn't do it right. I mean, there is so much more going on here. There's gorgeous storytelling. There is a beautiful sound. A lot of the original musicians from the original Harvest are also on here, but this somehow, although there are similarities in themes, this does feel like Neil Young has aged and something else is going on. It's, by the way, a beautiful addition, gorgeously sounding, from the digital master tapes. This was mastered digitally, 4416 digital. It sounds great. It's a beautiful album. I also really like the artwork. It's mystic. Love this album. On the number 5 spot, Harvest Moon by Neil Young. And on number 4 spot, Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Now, before I put this album on a couple of years ago, I wasn't aware of the body of work of Dr. Dre. I did hear a lot about him. You know, you have these Beats by Dr. Dre headphones. He gets referenced a lot in other hip-hop. And, you know, this album proves that his reputation as one of the big artists within the genre is completely true. Because when you put this on, a lot of these songs, a lot of these tunes, they are recognizable. It is a grand master of hip-hop, rap music, and it's a magnum opus. It really is a mesmerizing album. I'm not sure if hip-hop is your genre or not. If it's not and you want to try out something, The Chronic is a great way to start. It's definitely a masterpiece. On number 4, The Chronic by Dr. Dre. Number 3. Now, a couple of videos ago I was reviewing Roger Waters' Dark Side of the Moon Redux. And I was very critical about that album. I was very disappointed about that album. And a lot of people said that Roger Waters has, in his solo career, not done anything right or good. And I must say I disagree. Because in 1992, he made this. Amused to Death. This 2 LP album is just brilliant. Let's be clear, it's not a Pink Floyd album. It does not sound anything like a Pink Floyd album. But quality-wise, he reaches, in my opinion, the level of the great Pink Floyd works. Lyrically, he's doing an awesome job. Vocally, he's incredibly good here. But also the complete, total sound of this, man, Waters is a master in his craft. And this album, it's not just for Pink Floyd fanboys. This is for anyone who's seriously interested in music and sound quality. This sounds amazing. I studied sound design at the Film Academy, film school here in the Netherlands. And our teacher, all our teachers were, of course, audiophiles and mixers and all. And they set up a stereo installation, the perfect stereo installation. They made somebody, they asked even someone to build the ideal system to hold the. Damn, how come? Anyway, he set up this 100,000 euros stereo installation. Not that we did a lot with stereo because we were always mixing in surround, but they just wanted to have a spot where you could listen to perfect stereo representation. And he put one CD there, no vinyl. He didn't understand vinyl, and it was a CD of Amused to Death. And when I heard that for the first time, and I already knew the album, but when I heard that, it's just insanely sounding. Now, what I'm holding here is an original vinyl pressing, and I also have the Analog Productions one. So if you're interested in me doing a comparison between the two, please leave a comment below, and I might consider doing a video about that. Gorgeous, gorgeous album. On the number 3, Roger Waters' Amused to Death. Now, we're entering grunge territory. Here I have this, Alice in Chains, with the album Dirt. Ooh, this is sweet. This is such an incredible record. I mean, this band is on fire. I really, really dig what they're doing. It's so powerful. It's so energetic. It's so completely insanely out there. So many great songs. My favorite song of this album is the title track, Dirt. But it's in its entirety. When you put this on, you really experience a new sound out there that is just dying to let you listen. You know, it really, really invites you to join in and listen. It's insane. What I have here is a rather recent reissue. A little expensive. I paid about $26 for it, but it has the album on 2 discs. It has an inlay. It has a very thin cardboard. So if you come across it and you think, this might be a cheap pressing because thin cardboard, really horrible cardboard, but the quality of the vinyl is incredible. And I'm reading comments from people on Discogs. They say this is better than the original. It's so brilliantly mastered. I have nothing to compare it to. I only have this, and this is a banger of a pressing. So go out and buy it. I'm sure you're not let down. Masterpiece of an album. Really good. On number 2, Dirt by Alice in Chains. Number 1 spot. What's it gonna be? Now, I've been looking for this album for years and years, and last summer I finally found it in the first German pressing, which I read online. It's supposed to be the best pressing. This sounds amazing. But this album, Automatic for the People by R.E.M. I do not have a big history of R.E.M. I'm very much finding out about R.E.M. and their body of work this year. This to me is the center of it all. So many incredible, incredible songs. There is fierce power, there is intimacy, there is a unique sound, and they are so much more than the greatest hits band I always thought they were. But their greatest hits are also pretty amazing, especially if you hear it on this pressing. So many good songs. Man on the Moon, Everybody Hurts, Night Swimming, but it just, in its entirety, it's insane. It's an awesome, awesome album. So, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.